So hey friends, today we will learn about Google Classroom. So in case either you want to create your Google Classroom for your students, or if you are a student and you want to join Google Classroom, in both the cases you just have to go to Google and type Google Classroom. So once you type Google Classroom, you can see these options coming up. We'll go to this option which says Google Classroom. So once you click on the option, the classroom, you can create your classroom. This plus symbol which you see, that is nothing but it says, so if you are a student you will say join class, whereas if you are a teacher then you will go to create class. So once you click on create class, Google wants you to accept their norms. So once you continue, then for creating class it will ask you certain details, as in the class name, section, subject. Room is just a virtual room which you are creating for your students. So wherein your students can interact, wherein your students can actually post messages, you can interact, you can post videos, assignments, and number of other things for your students. So class name, you can just post any class name, section, and once you fill up all the 4 things, this create will automatically get highlighted and you can click on it and your classroom is created. On the other hand, if you are a student, then you have to click on join class. So once you click on join class, it is asking you a code, class code to join. So class code is something which has to be given to you by your teacher. So if you are a student, you will be getting a class code from your teacher, and once you click on the class code, this join will automatically get highlighted. And once the join is highlighted, then you can join the class. This is how both the things work. So this platform, this window you see, is basically for students as well as teachers. So this symbol which you see is either to create a class or join a class. So once you're there in your class, now suppose this is your class, so once you're there in your class, then you can post number of things. So you can share something with your class, you can select a theme, this whole thing, so that it looks, so there are certain themes which are provided. So based on what you want to choose, you can select a class theme. So then everything will look the way you want, or you can upload a photograph. So if you have a class photograph, you can upload it. Now for the class code, this is the class code. You can just click on this box and this is the class code. So if you want your students to join this, you just have to give them this class code. So once the class code is given to them, the students can join through the window through this class code. This is the class name, division, everything getting reflected. This is the place where you will share things with your class. Otherwise, your teacher can edit, delete, or you can just copy a link. You can share, you can add a class comment. In fact, teachers can post videos, you can post different articles. So number of different things can be posted, and your students can also comment. So whatever your students have to say, they can comment on these things. The second option which you see is nothing but class work. So you can assign work to your class here. You can create assignments and post questions for your students. You can use topics to organize classwork into modules. Or you can also order the work the way you want students to see it, so that the order would look different. So in case you want to create an assignment, you will go to create, and here it again asks you a number of options. So what would you like to do? Whether you would like to create an assignment for your students, or you would like to create a quiz, or you just want to post a question wherein you want before they come for the class, they should be prepared. Or you want to share some material. So in case you want to share some material, you can share the title, write a brief description, or if you have a Word file, you can just post the attachment. Now that attachment could be you want to share a video, you want to share a file or a link or something which is saved in your Google Drive. Or otherwise, if you wish to create your own, then again it gives you options. You want to create something in Docs, Google Docs, something in Google Slides or Google Sheets or drawings or forms. Forms has been already discussed in one of the videos. So do refer to the channel and you will find a video on Google Forms. So you can in detail see what is this all about. So all these are options. If you want to share the materials, you can share the topic, and if this is for certain specific students, then also you can do that. Or you can, if there is no topic, you can create a topic, and once everything is done, this post will get highlighted. Then you will just post your assignment to your students. In case you don't want to create a material and you want to create, just post a question, then you can do that. Just post a question. So whether it is a short question or a multiple choice, you can choose that. Again, you can add an attachment, or if you want to create something, you can allot points, or you just want to keep it ungraded, or you want to keep it for say 100 marks, or you want to keep it for say 50 marks. All that you could be decided here. And if you want to have a due date, you want to decide that your students should post your question or give the answer say by 9th, then you can keep a due date. Or if you don't want to keep a due date, then you can do that. You can decide a topic here. Do you want students can reply to each other? If you don't want this, then you can just unclick this box so that students will not be able to reply. Or do you want them to allow them to edit their answers? Then you can click here so that they can edit their answers. So if after first submission they feel something has to be added, they can do that. So this is if you're posting a question. Whereas if you are not giving the question, you're only creating a quiz assignment, then you can create a quiz here. So this is where Google Forms comes into the picture, and you can create a quiz, again allot the points, again due date, topic, everything could be. You can add rubrics in fact to make your assignments more interesting. And after quiz, the next is assignments. Again the same process. You can create, attach, give instructions, and finally you can just click on here to assign. And once this is done, your students can actually start doing. So these are the advantages. This is the people. Your students are visible here. You can add students. You can invite students. Once you click on this, it will ask you type a name or an email ID. So you can invite your students through email. You can share the code and they will automatically join the link. You can add teachers here. If you want other teachers to be part of it, you can do so. These are the grades. So once you have marked their assignments, the grades of the students would be. So the Google Classroom is like an attendance sheet. It's like a mark sheet. It is also like a mark sheet which everything is visible, all their assignments. So it automatically records everything. So the advantage is your students will get to see all this on their own. Google Classroom is a platform which can be used by teachers. So here is a lot of things which are visible, which you can see. You can also have a calendar to post for the lecture so that you remember. You can just have a calendar where your lectures would be scheduled, and you can directly connect this to Google Calendar. So whatever you post there, students would be able to see. If there is something due on 7th, this would be seen. If there is something to be submitted on 9th or something to be submitted by 11th, all the details are visible, and this is for all your classes. So this is a platform which provides you a lot of advantages, wherein you can share a lot of things with your students and they would get to know a lot about your class. So this is how you can connect it to Google Calendar. You can also have a class drive. A separate folder will appear, so wherein all your data would be recorded. So these are the advantages. This is the settings where if you want to make certain changes, you can do that. So the settings could be changed. This is how the class works. So friends, do make your Google Classroom, do make your different. You can have number of classes in one of your accounts. So in one Google Classroom, you can have different rooms, and every classroom will reflect a separate code because your name is different, division is different. So every classroom will have a separate code. So you can organize your work everywhere. Your students would be different, and that is how the classroom works. So friends, do share your comments, do subscribe the channel, do like, and do post your comments, what other videos you would like to watch, and also different other softwares which we could learn. There are a number of other virtual or digital classrooms which you can create. Google Classroom is just one of it. There are a number of other platforms. In more videos we will explore. There are a number of other channels or softwares where you can have your own classrooms in a digital form. Okay friends, bye bye, take care.